Let's take a look at these tariffs by the Trump administration. And you've been talking about the opportunities that these tariffs present to the Nigerian people. One of the few things I've heard you talk about is diversifying our exports. Just to get your thoughts on these opportunities that abound and how the Nigerian government can make the best of the situation.
Yeah, well, certainly. The tariff presents an opportunity, especially for us in the agricultural sector, in the solid mineral sector, where we have advantage. We have a lot of energy minerals, minerals like lithium, cobalt, tantalum, manganese. And these are critical minerals that are needed in the energy sector. You call them energy minerals. So it provides an opportunity for us to look at. Our tariff level is at 14%. So if we add value to what we have and are able to export this, we'll have advantage over countries whose tariffs are much higher than what we have, and those are some of the countries that are exporting these critical minerals to the U.S. And so that gives us a comparative advantage. Agriculture, for one, which provides a large employment for us, and we're blessed with arable land that we have a lot of agri products that are needed. What we need to do is to add value to this, get them into finished products and semi-finished products and take advantage of that. Now, also saying 14%, of course, that is something as well, but we can negotiate, just like other countries are making the approach to negotiate. Our trade deficit with the U.S. is not so much, so it gives us room to be able to negotiate and have a balanced and win-win trade situation. We can also collaborate in setting up cross-border processing for some of the products that we have here. We can send them in there, process, re-export, and then take advantage of that. Mexico supplies a lot of agricultural products to the U.S., and you can see the tariff level that is it's pretty high, very high. So with what we have now, all we need to do is step up our game and be able to move into that gap that will be created as a result of what is happening between U.S. and Mexico. You look at Vietnam, where they've imposed tariff as high as 68%. There are areas, products there that Nigeria has, that Vietnam has, that we can take advantage of that also and enter into the markets. But generally, it's a wake-up call for us also to look at what we are doing holistically, see how we'll be able to make our export more competitive, provide the right infrastructure, and if that is in place, power, good roads, logistic, our ports services, ensuring that we can get our products into the ports at the right time to be able to meet shipments, the deadlines and all of that. So those are some of the areas that we need to improve on and then take advantage of what this tariff regime presents to us. And then, of course, it also tells us that we need to look at, in processing even some of the goods or exporting them, we have to develop internal consumptions, because if you have a situation where you've processed or you have goods that you're exporting, and then you have barriers to exporting it to those countries, what are they doing with it? We have to look at how do we develop internal consumptions, and developing our internal consumption. Nigeria is a huge market in itself, and some of this product, and I can give specific example of cocoa, for example. The cocoa sector is huge. Several billions in terms of the complete value chain. But what Nigeria is earning from it by exporting just raw cocoa beans is insignificant compared to the whole value chain of the export. So, but if we have a culture of consumption in Nigeria, which other countries have done, you will probably even have to have a reversed situation. Probably we will need to even import cocoa pods to be able to process and provide cocoa. And cocoa powder, cocoa drink can be integrated into the school feeding programs, which provides nutrition, the valued and needed nutrition to our children and the population. So we have to look at both. You're looking at the export, you're also looking at developing internal capacity to consume, and then, of course, that means we must have purchasing power. So we have to look at it holistically to be able to provide and take advantage of what this has provided to us.